Hi, I'm Jenna, and I'm coming to talk to you today about the revolution of love. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. Love binds all things together. Every molecule and every atom in this universe is bound together by love. And this is why I want to help the spiritual twins to unite, because they are a very, very powerful force for good in the universe. Their love will make them invincible, literally. And this is the relationship that everyone dreams about. Every woman dreams about this relationship because it is extremely powerful when you two are united and you are spiritually developed. You can do whatever you dream about through your love. And so you are the force that will change the world. And so I want to help you guys unite. But we're all in this spiritual battle. Whether you know it or not, Armageddon has begun. Armageddon is not a physical war. It's a spiritual war, and it's already begun. And we're all enlisted, whether you know it or not, whether you've consciously picked a side or not. We're all in the battle. It's already started. And so I want to help you to equip yourself to fight the good fight. Now, I want to talk to you about frequency. Everything that we see, feel, touch, everything is a frequency. Everything is energy, and that energy generates a frequency. Now, I want you to understand this is how the universe operates. This is how everything on this planet operates. And the secret really is a great secret. And you should do just as it said. You should watch it over and over again until you begin to understand what they're telling you, because they're teaching you a very deep mystery. And you have to understand this. It's a matter of your survival, because the Illuminati is all about energy. They're all about generating negative energy. And so they're trying to take your energy from you. They cannot use it in a positive form. And so you must remain positive at all times. You must be very mentally strong, and you must remain positive at all times. Because if you become negative, just think of it in this way. Every time you have a negative thought, you are losing money. Every time you get angry, you're losing money. Every time you become fearful, you're losing money. And if someone is making you angry, you think they're making you angry, because to be angry or not to be angry is your choice, believe it or not. Whether or not you understand what I'm saying, think of it in this way. If you get angry at someone, you've just paid them. And it may seem strange to you why total strangers are going out of their way to make you angry. They're making you angry because they want your energy. And every time you get angry, you are paying them. Every time you become fearful, someone frightens you, you just paid them. So if you think of it in that way, you will stop being angry, because right now money is in short supply. You know, there's an energy crisis going on, and the only energy that exists is in you and me. And all of us, we are the energy. We created the Matrix. That's what the Matrix trilogy is all about. We created this world with our energy, with our thoughts. If you don't control your thoughts, someone else is controlling it for you. And we were all taught what to think and what to feel and how we should be and what we should do. It's the Matrix. And so we have to wake up and understand that those that created it are out of control. This is why our government is out of control. Our government is completely out of control. They're out of our control because they can't control themselves anymore. Their forebears created this system, and they created it with knowledge and wisdom. But over the years, the Illuminati has deteriorated, and they've become basically button pushers. They give a formula, they give an incantation, ceremonial magic, whatever you want to call it, and they just tell you, you do this, do that, put on this CD, play this CD, and you'll get clouds. Play this CD, you'll get rain. And they do these things, and they have no idea why. They don't understand the principle, and they could really care less. So they can't teach their children the spiritual principles. And the Egyptians warned us all that you never give mysteries to the uninitiated. In other words, you never give mysteries to those of low moral character and those who are incapable of understanding those mysteries. And this is exactly what they've done. And so they've already set themselves up for destruction. And you can see that because I've read that the last generation will be short in stature. And I've started to see their children and grandchildren. They're not growing more than 4 feet tall. They're not even reaching 5 feet in height. And it's very odd to see a 6 foot tall dad with children that are only 4 feet tall. They don't even come up to their shoulders. And these are 18 and 19-year-olds. They're not above 4 feet. And this is what I'm seeing all around me where I lived in northern Michigan. I was surrounded by the Illuminati. And so I learned their ways. And you see this aerial kinesis and telekinesis and pyrokinesis and all these things on the internet. And you think that this is not real. And you see people trying to generate lightning. And you think that this is not real. I'm here to tell you, I'm an eyewitness. It is real. They did this to me on a regular basis because I was not one of them. And they were trying to frighten me to get energy out of me. And people had been torturing me since I was a child. And so you don't get anything from me. I gave that up when I was a teenager. Stopped caring what people thought or what people did. So much has been done to me that I just don't feel anything anymore. I could really care less. You're wasting your time. I can come here and be on the internet and tell you all these things because everything that they could have possibly done to me has been done. They've thrown everything they could have possibly thrown at me. It's all been done. If you could think of something new to do to me, I will be impressed. I won't be frightened. I won't be angry. I'll just be impressed. And so this is where we are. This is what I had to live through. And I had to go through that so I can tell you there's nothing to be afraid of. But yes, aerial kinesis, telekinesis, all these things you're seeing that you don't think is real, it's real. And the people that are doing this are doing it so that you can learn to do it. They are trying to create an army on the positive side to fight against those who are doing this in a negative manner. And I tell you, they have their work cut out for them because what I've seen on the internet is nothing compared to what I've seen in real life. So the negative ones have a lot more practice from what I've seen, and they're a lot more powerful. Otherwise, I mean, maybe the positive people just don't want to frighten you, and so they're not really showing you what they can do. But yeah, they can really make the wind blow, and they can do this all night, and they've done it to me many, many times. They try to make it cold. They make the temperature drop. Now you have to understand that the chemtrails are very important to this process, because the chemicals in the chemtrails are there to block out the sun. And this is the whole point of what they're doing. They're trying to block out the sun because of the legend about the golden age. There is a legend that says that there was a time that the earth was very close to the sun. Now the earth is now currently very close to the sun again. And so this is where we get the story about global warming and wanting to charge us for global warming. It's all a lot of nonsense. They knew that we were coming back to that same position where the earth was close to the sun. And so the earth became a perfect temperature, and food was plentiful. It just grew everywhere. And no one had to plant anything or grow anything in order to survive the winter, because there was no winter and food was plentiful. And so the earth was peaceful. There was no war. And so that's the legend of the golden age. And they want to stop this because, as you know from the internet, they've all made a lot of money out of generating these wars and fighting all these wars. And so they want this to continue. They don't want the earth to be a perfect temperature. They want you to keep having heating bills and electric bills and all these things, so that you won't have to, you keep their system going. Their system is crashing down. All nations as we know it are scheduled to come to an end. And this is according to astrology, because it's time for the universal soul to unite, and all the separatism must stop. And this is why they're trying to give you a replacement for individual governments by giving you a one world government. They want to create a one world religion, and they want to have a one world system to rule all of us. We don't have to accept this from them. We can make it the way we want it. We are in control. The collective mind is more powerful than these group of elite individuals. And so without our energy, they cannot keep their system going. And you have to learn to understand that in order for their system to come to an end, we simply need to ignore it. We don't need to get angry. We don't need to think about it. We should just ignore it and let it crash down, because that's what's inevitable. It's all coming down. It will all come to an end, and let them do whatever they want, because we can't stop them anyway. So why concern yourself with it? Jesus said, let the evil of this day be sufficient. And so we should be thinking about how we are going to survive all of these things, and how we are going to live in the future that we want, and just get through these days, because their days are numbered. Just understand their days are numbered, and it's all coming to an end. So we should allow it to come to an end.